Hello guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to the Free Amateur. I am outside the virtual London Stadium where our game does kick off against Wolves at 5:30 on Saturday. I'm pleased, international break's over. Is it a good thing at the as a West Ham fan at the minute? I'm not looking forward to games at the moment. It's really a struggle to get through games at the moment. But yes, we do play Wolves. Wolves sit a place above us in 17th on 6 points, which is 2 points. They're having a bit of a dodge season as well, but they have had a hell of a lot of injuries up front, which we will go into. In the transfer market, they brought in Wangi Chan on a permanent after a fairly successful loan period. West Ham linked Matheus Nunes, the young, wonder kid, has also gone, and he has been playing. Talented winger Gonzalo Guedes has also joined as well. Lost a few big ones as well. Connor Cody went, and then Donker also went as well. So they've lost some big players at the back as well. They've had a lot of serious injuries up front, like I say, with Jimenez and players like that. So they were forced to dip into the free agent market, and they've brought in former Chelsea player Diego Costa, a man who does have a good record against us. He's got a really good goal, remember, at Stamford Bridge in the last minute in a heartbreaking loss that I'm reminded of all the time by my pal who's a Chelsea fan at work. So no doubt he's a danger, he's a threat. First goal. I know he's 35 now, and what Diego Costa we get, who knows, but he knows where the goal is. You don't lose that ability. You might lose your pace, you might lose a little bit of trickery, but you do not lose that ability to score goals. That's the last thing that goes that these big strikers talk about. Last time out, they were beaten 3-0 by Manchester City, losing Nathan Collins, who will be out for this game after being suspended for that, after receiving a red card in that game. Before that, they had a 1-0 win at Southampton, and apart from that, they've had lots and lots of draws. So very bitty seasons for them so far. They like to play the 3-5-2 formation, or as a 5. So, like I said, they're the most fluid team outside the top 6 that play this formation, with the natural wing backs that really bomb forward, but also provide that defensive cover. Unlike West Ham, who play the 3-5-2, and it's 5 fullbacks, or even 7 if you count Rice and Soucek sitting as well. In the 3-5-2 is Sarr, arguably one of the best goalkeepers outside the top 6. Aït-Nouri, Kilman and Johnny form the 3, with Semedo on the right and Neto on the left of the wing backs. Martinho, Neves and Nunes fit in the midfield, with Guedes and probably, like I say, Diego Costa will play this game. They also do have the threat of the infamous Adama Traore, who loves turning up in the West Ham game, who's used as a super sub at the moment. So don't be surprised if we see the same sort of thing where it's 0-0 or 1-0 up, and then he comes on, creates absolute havoc. We'll see what happens. If he's running against Cresswell and Soufal, it's going to be curtains. It really, really is. The site I usually use, whoscored.com, usually lists strengths, weaknesses and style of play, and it's based on the games that have been played so far. At the moment, on this website, Wolves have listed as no strengths, which we know is not true, and it's very rare that I do see that on this site. Their strengths, we know their strengths. They've got a fantastic midfield in Neto and Martinho and Neves. Guedes is a really good signing. They're usually quite solid defensively. Their goalkeeper's really strong. Adama Traore off the bench is good. So they are a good team. They play nice football. They've just, results have not quite gone their way. Weaknesses, aerial duels, defending long shots, defending against skillful players, and finishing. Obviously, they've not finished their chance. Like I said, they've had a lot of injuries, so that is what is causing that issue. But will Diego Costa solve that problem? We'll wait and see. Hopefully, he saves his first goal for another club. The style of play, they like to play a lot of long shots. They play down the right-hand side a lot, and they like to play, as I say, a possession-based game. Last season, we both shared a 1-0 win, which again, could be how it goes. I'll let you know with my prediction when I talk about us now. Look at us, guys. It is a crossroads for David Moyes. It really, really is. That David Moyes out campaign is building. There's me who have said I'm out, but I'm also prepared and think he deserves that a little bit more time. And the rumours are that he's only being given 5 more games to sort this issue out. And this is one of them, and it's not easy. And if we lose this game, it's going to become more and more toxic, and it's going to become more and more of a hindrance for the team and him going forward. We all want to see Scamacca start. We all want to see Downs replacing Soucek, Cornet or Benny in as well. Something different at right back. Obviously with Ashby we could use him, and then there's the option of Keriner, who played right back for Germany in the week. Then you could bring in Oggy or Dawson to play in that centre back role. Do I think this is going to happen? Do I think I'm going to see a brand new West Ham team on Saturday evening? Truth is no. I really don't. Moyes is a really stubborn guy, and I think we will still see Thomas Soucek, and we will still see Jarrett Bowen in the team, and Soufal. I'm going to read it as I've wrote it down, guys. And if that is the case, don't expect any change in style. If anything, it will get worse. You know, it'll be even more negative. There's the interview, Antonio and Callum Wilson's podcast, where Antonio said, if the gaffer says if we go 1-0 down, we just keep it tight to the last 10 minutes and then we go for it. Is that really, you know, a good mentality? You know, he's supposed to win football matches. That's what he's about. And he has done some good stuff with us, but there needs to be a change in mentality. He needs to show some adaptability now. You know, God forbid we lose this game. It's just going to be absolute toxic in there, especially if he does keep with the Souceks and the Bowens. Yeah, I don't think he will change it. I really don't. Can we hurt Wolves? Yes, we can. Of course we can. But he's got to take some risks. He has. You know, none of this, oh, we're only allowed one skillful player on. You know, Benny's been one of our best players this season. Put him in. Paqueta, free him. Let him free a little bit. You know, drop Bowen. Bring someone else on that right-hand side. I'd love to see Antonio on the right-hand side and Skamaka up front with Downs next to Rice. That is what I would love to see. Will we see it? I don't know. And that's why, you know, ask me my prediction when the lineup comes out. At this current moment, I would say either a 1-1 or a 1-0 either way. If we get that more slightly positive lineup and we drop the players that are out of form, then I think we might have a chance. You know, because these players will come in, point to prove. There's places there for them to go and get. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. Like I say, it's not fun being a West Ham fan at the moment. You know, we've gone back to a little bit, we've digressed a little bit and gone backwards. Desperately need a win. Desperately need a win. Get things going. Obviously, we've got Europe again in the week again. And this is my problem. This is my issue with Moyes at the moment, okay, in terms of saving his job. I never want West Ham to lose. But I also don't want it to be that you lose to Wolves, you beat Anderlecht, you lose or draw to, I think it's Bournemouth next after that, and then you beat Anderlecht again, and then the European games are saving his job. You know, it's great, these European games, and listen, I love it, but the Premier League is the bread and butter. That has to be the thing that's, you know, the most important. Get that secure. You know, get through the group. Yes, we probably will get through the group, but we need to get results. Results need to come quickly. We need to press. We need to work on possession. We are the worst team in possession in the league. We don't press, and when we do press, we look good, but we very rarely do press. A little bit of luck, yeah, you could argue with the Chelsea games and, you know, the Forest games and stuff like that. A little bit of luck, maybe a luck change could help us, but you make your own luck by the way you play and the mentality that you do. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. About 50-60 away now from 4K, so please keep subscribing. Sorry for the lack of videos, but there's not been much out there. During the international break, there's not much out there, you know, and there's no point making a video just for the sake of making a video. There needs to be real news out there. And until next time, guys, come on your minds. Let me know your teams. Let me know your scores. Let's hope I'm bringing you positive news at the weekend. Keep believing. Let's go.